for this last month. I hope we're having trouble connecting. So again, 30 days of giving. What did we learn by giving every single day so far this month? Contributing to something outside of our business, outside of us. Well, 30 days ago, we started doing this, and we started a mini challenge within this year's annual challenge. And that is all about contribution. I believe contribution is one of the secret weapons that almost no, or secret strategies is a better way of putting it, that very few businesses actually implement. Yet, once we have that identity shift where it's who we actually are, it becomes automatic. It becomes part of our culture, part of who we are as an organization, and it has the power to help us grow and scale and supersize beyond even our wildest dreams. I've found this in many of my businesses in the past. And there was a shift sometime, I don't know, decades ago now for me, that I realized it's a lot more fun to give than it is to necessarily receive, or the power of giving, because we live in a universe where everybody's interacting with everybody else, and what we put out into the world comes back to us. And it usually comes back to us in multiples of what we actually contribute and put into something. Think of the last time you tried to learn how to do something new. At first, it was really, really hard. And after you did it a little while, it started to get boring. It kind of sucked along the way. But you realized after you got over that hump, by making a decision that you're going to do it no matter what, and you mastered it, then it became easy. And before you knew it, was a part of who you are. It's same is true of our organizations and contribution. You know, the hardest part isn't starting something. The hardest part is sticking with it when it doesn't feel fun, when it feels like a chore, when you don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyway because you know it's the right thing to do, because you keep your word to yourself as an organization, and you keep moving forward and taking action, and you figure it out. Contribution, it doesn't have to be big. We've talked about this all this month. It's answering the phone and helping someone out with a problem. It's thanking someone. It's surprising a customer with over-delivering instead of doing the minimum to get by in order to give them what you sold them. And I found that as a business and as a human being, whenever we give, our business impacted the most in a positive way, and so are we individually and personally in a positive way. I've got literally thousands, if not 10,000 examples of this, and where it's happened and applied in both my life and my businesses. So I challenge you today to go back and think about, how has this impacted your business? How has this impacted you over the last 30 days? Do a little review of your business and say, okay, these are the things we did every day. I hope you're just keeping a journal like I am and documenting it. It makes life so much easier. Are you documenting everything in your business? I hope so, because when you want to automate things and add things like AI, if things are already documented, it's really easy to put it into an artificial intelligence system, have it review and tell you where the holes are. Because I have yet to find a process that's perfect when we first start documenting it. We're documenting what we're actually doing, but as humans, we do a lot of extra things that we don't necessarily have to do. That's why it's so easy to go into businesses and help them to improve their efficiency and their effectiveness. Used to do it the old-fashioned way, by hand, by looking at things, understanding the process, documenting them if they weren't documented, and then finding the holes and places to improve. You know, where's that leaky bucket? Where's that water coming out of the bucket? Because there's a hole in the bottom this big. Usually that has to do with profitability and money. And so those are the most fun ones to fill first. But nowadays with AI, you can just put it all in, and within minutes, literally within minutes, no matter how complicated the process is, AI will go through and look for the patterns and see the holes and see where there's duplication of effort, see where there isn't enough proof or a step that's missing. It's mind-boggling. So, what'd you do this month? How did it make your organization feel? Were you just going through the motions, or did you have that identity shift in about the middle of the month? Some of us have it sooner, some of us have it later. But if you stick to something long enough, you always have that switch between you're just performing and doing the thing that you said you were going to do and holding yourself accountable to it. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't feel like you're performing, like it's a chore, like it's work, like it's hard anymore. It just becomes automatic. That's when you know you've had the identity shift from we're contributing just because it makes us look good and it feels a little good to, oh my God, we are givers. We are contributing to this industry. We are making the world a better place with the things that we're doing. And we want to continue to do this. So Question. If this is something that you like doing, if you've enjoyed this challenge so far, I invite you to join us in the Supersize Your Business free school community. It's free. You can join for free. We have lots of resources in there that can help you in all 9 different areas and aspects of your business, plus much, much more. But it also houses, it's where I'm putting this year's Supersize You annual challenge. So if you just came across this, you are like, wow, what's that? I want to see more about that. Just join the free community and then send me a chat and ask me to let you into the annual challenge. And you can go back from day 1 and watch all of the challenges, or pick and choose the areas that you're most interested in. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's communication, whatever it is for you. And remember, we're not done with everything. We're heading into spirituality after this month. And I have to look to see what else. I planned a year in advance for the annual challenge. This is my 9th annual challenge in personal development area. It's the first time I've teamed those up and been doing the same challenge both in business and in my personal life. About time, right? After the 9th year to finally bring them together. All right. That is all I've got for you today. If I can help you in any way, reach out and ask if you need anything. I love answering questions and helping people out, especially with all the stuff I've done before the hard way. It's easy to ask questions and help people out now with the internet and with the school community and everything. All right. Have an awesome day. And of course, be with you tomorrow.